Okay, let me stop. Don't judge me right now. I was having a good time. I was dancing in the background. Well, nobody saw me, but it was like one of those things. Welcome, everybody. This is the what is the show? Weekend Update Wrestling Party. So basically, this is what this is. This is basically something where you can actually. What I used to do when I was watching Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and stuff like that, even afterwards, we used to just sit there and just talk about wrestling, everything that we saw or whatever, or anything was going to predict and stuff like that. So that's basically what this is. There's no rules to this. We're just gonna have a good time, just talk about wrestling. We're just gonna sit here, just like just talk. So here we go. Let's get this party going, ladies and gentlemen. It's a party, baby. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. This is the Watch Your Law Party.
Yes, we're going to be watching Hard to Kill.
We're going to watch Hard. Oh, see? Why you remind me about that? Hold on. Let me do that real fast. It's not going to take me but a minute. Okay, here we go. See? It's a mess already. It's already a mess. Welcome, everybody. Before we get into all the business mumbo jumbo like we like to do here on the party, we're going to get to the people that's here so far. So right now on the left of me, the right of you is the one of Costa Mayas. What's going on?
What's up?
Doing good. Nothing much.
Doing good.
Also in the cloud somewhere, we also got Jesse. Jesse, are you there?
I am here.
What's going on? And I have another surprise guest along. I'm not going to say his thing. I'm just going to let him talk.
It's been so fucking long since I've been here.
It really has. Here's a fun thing. So while after the voice chat we had last night, I was like, let me go back and watch some videos. Right? Why did I go back and watch the our Funhouse live streams?
Those, a go, wasn't it? Oh.
Yeah, those used to be so much fun. Because you just didn't know. Even like when C used to do his live on Fridays, and then it turned around, I take it over. It was like, what just happened here?
The good times.
Yeah. All right. This is what is going to happen here. By the way, I'm hearing a weird noise.
Not me this time.
It's Jesse.
Did it go away?
Yes, it did. Okay. This is basically what's going to happen here. First, let's go through all the mumbo jumbo what we have now. Mumbo. I've been all over the place. Monday, don't forget, we are here for the Monday Night Raw watch along. That's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. You guys are showing out to that stream. Like, seriously, keep on doing it. We'll keep on having a good time here and have some fun, you know. Don't forget Tuesday. Tuesday is the aftermath of last week's show, which was New Year's Eve. Come check us out for that. That will be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And that is it for next week because we're not going to be here because I'm actually working for the A station because we're starting to pack up. So I don't know when we're going to be able to do this again. I mean, this is going to be like, because now after that, I think it's Monday Night Raw. I mean, not Monday Night Raw, the Royal Rumble. Maybe the following week we'll be able to do it, if I'm not mistaken. But after that, I don't know.
I believe Raw's actually in Cincinnati this coming Monday, isn't it?
If I'm not correctly, that is correct. Which I think that makes sense because I remember we was talking about that. It was like, oh, can you imagine the Bengals lose tomorrow? So we got that. Okay. On this show, obviously we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. How long are we going to be here?
2 hours.
No. I mean, you just don't know. You never know. So this is what we got. I don't know, Coaster, could you post C's Discord in the chat? This is what we're going to do. We are going to we are allowing you guys to ask questions, or you have a comment or anything about anything wrestling in from Discord to where we're at now. I don't know if that made any kind of sense to everybody. Everybody was like, wait, what'd you say? What'd you just say? Basically, sign up. If you're not signed up Discord, sign up Discord. That's one to one. Then sign up to Steve's Wrestling Discord. In there'll be something that says TAZZY YT live streams. That's where you can go in there and ask us questions through Discord and questions and comments and stuff like that. So I suggest you do that now while we get ready to start talking about our topics, because we got a lot to talk about, man. I ain't not gonna lie to you. Like, let's put it like this. This week has been a YouTuber's dream and nightmares, if that makes sense. Because the whole resigning, and the sales, what's going to happen, and all that good stuff. We're going to talk about a little bit of that, and then we're also going to talk about wrestling. So we're going to talk about all that. Let's start with this. As anybody knows, Stephanie McMahon in the beginning, well, let's rewind that a little bit more. Vince McMahon came back to WWE. We didn't know exactly what he was going to do. Right now, he is officially chairman of the board again. That's basically it. Of course, he's still owner of WWE. Duh. But of that, all of a sudden, we have Stephanie McMahon, who's now resigned as chairwoman of the board and also CEO, which means Nick Khan is now CEO. Everybody following so far. So right now we have Vince McMahon as chairman of the board. We got Nick Khan. I almost said Tony Khan.
Yeah, don't do that. The world already blew up once this week. Thanks.
Oh, we'll talk about it. Nick Khan. Can you imagine? I'll be the one that broke that news. Be like, Nick Khan is the CEO. And I'm making sure I get Triple H title right because it's so weird. It's a thing. Triple H is still Chief Content Officer and Head Creative. I thought that was just one thing, but apparently it's two.
That's basically like calling a binman a waste operative, isn't it? Like you've just given someone a fancier title. He's head of creative. That's it.
He's head of creative. Jeez, I get this is a business thing, but just say head of creative. Help. First of all, help a YouTuber out because we go through so many things. Like C knows, we go through so many titles throughout the week. We don't need to be like having some long names. This show name is already long, and now you're gonna add that to the. I'm just saying. Now, the reason for the Vince McMahon, this is where we're hearing. There's no other. Well, I guess it's not a rumor because actually, Triple H said it yesterday. So, basically, this is what Vince McMahon is there for. He's basically to oversee the sales. oversee the sales and basically see who they're going to sell it to, or if they're going to sell it at all. Which I thought that was kind of funny because it's like, if you don't sell it at all, then what was the point of all this? But anyway, just throw it out there. So basically, that's what that is. Now, here are the potential buyers. The potential buyers are Saudi. We already heard that on the one. I'm telling you, he knows. I'm telling you, I have never seen something that posts on Twitter, and next thing you know, it completely blows up within the matter of 5 minutes.
I just want to make a point to anyone watching, right? The rumors are there about Saudi, even if they haven't bought it yet, they still could. And TAZZY is already sucking up to him by making his little things green. Coaster's got the green light going on. Like,
Hey,
you know what? This? You sell out.
It was pink before I was asked to change it. So
That joint was orange. Looked like your head was on fire.
no, it was pink earlier. You weren't here yet.
Was your head on fire?
Hold on. I didn't realize it until now. Let's switch this up a little bit.
I love green, so I'm just like, hey, this is cool looking.
I'm keeping it green. I'm not changing it.
We'll go blue.
Coaster wants that Saudi money, doesn't he? Look,
You want that Saudi?
money?
He want that Saudi money. He want that. Okay, there's stop. I don't know where that came from. I'm just throwing it out there.
It's the end of the week party. What can you say?
Literally, we deserve this. We deserve this. Me, Coaster, we all deserve this. No matter the craziness we had this week. Okay, the other people are Comcast and NBC. Basically, it's technically NBC. So if you guys don't know, the reason I know this because the team that's I work for, and I'm hearing things now. I thought I'm used to that. NBC is Comcast. I mean, NBC is NFC, and then you got Comcast underneath that. That's basically what that is. So it's not Comcast and then NBC. I don't know if that any kind of sense, but it makes sense to me. Anyways, we also got the NBC thing makes sense because one, they also got Peacock. They also got USA Network. Why even change anything after that? You don't have to change anything. All you have to do, I would buy it. Okay. All they would need to do is move back to USA Network. Anyway, we also got Amazon. That's another thing. We also got Disney, which is actually coexists with ESPN, Fox, and ABC. I feel like they're buying the whole. Pretty soon, it's no longer going to be cable. It's just going to say Disney.
Disney is going to own everything and everyone's sold.
So here's something crazy. Say NBC buys WWE. Could this be in the future? Disney could still buy WWE later on and buy NBC.
Yeah, why not?
Well, who are we missing? Oh, the last one, which just popped up out of the blue 2 days ago, is Tony Khan.
I'm sure
it will never happen.
Can you imagine the craziness?
it was.
I'm mad that anyone even thinks it would, to be honest.
If anything, it would be if they actually won the Super Bowl. Can you imagine them winning the Super Bowl? Then Tony Khan's like, what's the first thing you're going to do? I'm going to buy the WWE.
I'll make a point though, right? Tony Khan's dad, his net worth is 12 billion. Wow. WWE's rumored to be sold between 6 and 8. So if you've got to be the highest bidder, you're going to bid about 8 billion. He's not going to sell all his companies and get all that cash just to buy WWE. He's not going to.
No, that makes no sense. I mean, there's some other potential buyers, but I think the only two that really actually make sense is probably Disney and NBC, right?
Elon Musk. We're going to have SmackDown on Twitter.
Hey, I do say this. Can you imagine the uncensoredness of Twitter with WWE in there?
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be a mess.
You think Twitter's wild now, too?
Train wreck. That's all I'm going to say. It's a train wreck. Yeah, so I know I get the whole, I know everybody else want to talk about this too. I get the whole what happens? What happens to creative after that? I don't think nothing changes. What I could see, I can see Triple H staying as head of creative, and I could be like Vince can give him ideas. Does that make sense? Like
I think Vince is going to run the business.
Like
I think whoever buys it is just going to say, right, we want the profit. This is your budget. Vince, you're in control of this. Triple H, you're in control of that, and then they'll go away.
That makes sense. I actually like that better because say we want about Vince, he is good when it comes to business. Now, creative, he probably failed off in the last 2 years. But you got somebody that loves to create things like Triple H does. So you got everybody, basically right now, you got everybody in place where they're supposed to be right now. And don't be shocked in the future, you do see Stephanie come back and help out too. So don't be shocked about that. So I think she needed a break. Honestly, I know, and the people that have kids, party could, they could probably be like, hey, I need a break sometimes because dealing with kids and dealing with a business at the same time kind of burns you out sometimes. So,
yeah, no kidding.
Well, she's in the hospital right now, right?
Well, I don't think she'll be in the hospital now. I think she's
in the hospital.
Yeah,
she's still in the hospital
with her leg. Yeah,
it was an ankle injury, right?
Yeah, her ankle
Healing up and stuff.
That makes you wonder too about why she resigned too.
Notice though, she is a McMahon and she is not in a private ward. She is there in that room with a lot of other patients as well. She's been cut off by Vince.
I wonder if
let's get the clickbait out there. Yeah?
Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Next thing you know,
could you just imagine though, just sitting there and like coming in to visit like whoever your family member is, and then seeing Stephanie McMahon sitting like right there.
You'd just be waiting for like, I don't know I'm trying to think, Charlotte Flair to come in with a bedpan or something and just typical wrestling.
Please can we go back? Here's something funny. Like I said, this is what we do. We sit here and just talk about wrestling. This is fun. So I remember there was a house. This is when Sunday Night Heat was a thing. Like Sunday Night Heat was a thing, and he was live, right? He basically so I don't know if anybody remember this a long time ago. Maybe people wasn't watching WWE at the time, but there was a spot when what was it? Was he a champion? Yeah. So Stone Cold was champion, right? And he had this feud with the Undertaker. This is where we get to that point. And it was the Undertaker, right? What happened was I think he was in the mid part of the main event. So that was kind of weird in the beginning. This was a house show. So this is what happened. There was a house show, right, in the beginning of the day. And then more likely, I can see this. There's a possibility that he was taped. Does that make sense? Where, so basically, I'm in the front crowd. I know this. I know that I'm not making this easy when I'm talking about this. But anyway, it's hard to remember. I was right here, or like right. I had ringside seats, and all you see is Stone Cold just collapse. And I don't know you guys remember this before. Stone Cold got hit with a shovel, so they basically said he had a concussion. Right, that caused him to go to the hospital. That was what happened with this. So I was there for that. That was insane because we're like, what the hell? And then I watched Sunday Night Heat tonight. It's like, oh, and then Monday, that's when you got the whole kidnap of the Undertaker kidnapping Stone Cold and trying to involve him. You guys remember that? That was insane. But yeah, that was Stone Cold in the hospital. And Stone Cold dealing with any kind of hospital things, it's going to be a crazy, crazy thing. But Stone Cold just deal with a hospital or a morgue or something like that. It's crazy. Okay, we got that out of our chest. Anyway, what the hell were we talking? See, this is the other thing about talking about wrestling because we were talking about
Stephanie in the hospital.
Stephanie, yeah, Stephanie in the hospital. That's just kind of weird. I can imagine. If I was there, I would actually, we could do something. We could do something crazy with this. Like, would she be down to do something crazy where we actually put it in the storyline? Can you imagine the conversation Triple H and Stephanie would have? Like, hey, do you want to do something creative or something? But she's not. The only problem is she's well liked with everybody. So you can't even write that. Like,
yeah, you can't beat her up with a bedpan. She's not Vince.
Right. Like, she's well liked and everything. So it's like this. Okay. So we're getting potential sales. We're, like I said, obviously we're going to have the change. I think the change has already been made already. So we're good with that. Do I think anything creative happens? Not really. Not really. I mean, you got everyday's unplanned. I think this is actually going to help them even more, because if they sell to a company that can actually, like, hey, my wallet is your money. Can you imagine? First of all, if Disney buys WWE, right? I'm gonna tell you like this: I guarantee we're more likely going to see a Sasha Banks sometime within the year, because she's already in the show. That means she's actually already associated with the Disney, so they wouldn't be shocked if she goes back to WWE for that. Now, somebody can correct it if anybody want to correct me with that. Go ahead.
No, I think that's good logic.
Yeah, I was like, why would you do that? And she, I think her thing was, I think the main reason why she didn't resign completely, one is she wanted to do more stuff. The second thing is she didn't get the money that she deserves. But if she go to Disney will give her the money she deserves and put her back on the show, and like, hey, we can pay her if you want to and get her back there. And you know what your relationship like hell yeah, let's go.
I think it's interesting, people buying the company. But the one concern I have is, how does anyone make it work? Because if you're Disney, you put it on Disney, and you don't then have the TV rights that WWE make hundreds of millions on a year. And I don't know how WWE would then be profitable as its own organization. So I don't know. It's a very strange one.
Yeah. Before I go on, I forgot. I did it again. I do it every time. Every time we get multiple people here, I forgot to give everybody a shout out. Real quick, we're going to do this really, really fast. Watch this. Dylan, welcome to the party. Brandon, welcome to the party. Jeremy, welcome to the party. Anthony, welcome to the party. Shane, welcome to the party. Colt the Wyndham, we know who that is. Welcome to the party. Taylor, welcome to the party. Shouts to you. Brandon Wayne Lewis, welcome to the party. Shouts to you. Clay Lewis, welcome to the party. And he already talked about the Jaguars and Chargers game. Can you imagine if the Jaguars win the Super Bowl? Oh my God. Nick, welcome to the party. Mick, welcome to the party. Coaster is in the chat. William Hissey, welcome to the party. Sam, welcome to the party. And Kyle, welcome to the party. Shout out to you.
I will say, do you want to add another one to here? Because we do have someone in the Discord chat too.
Can they hear us though?
They can hear me and Tazzy. I don't know if they can hear.
No, they'll be able to hear.
They'll
be able to hear. They will be here. They will be able to hear. Well, let me repeat that.
They'll be able to hear C and me.
I don't know if they will be able to hear you two, but
yeah, but we can still comment. We can still comment afterwards. So go ahead and mute them. Right now we got what should I see him unmuted? Hey, what's going on, Jeff? How you doing?
Not much.
Good. Is there anything you want to talk about?
My thing is about like Bray Wyatt. I know he's gonna face LA Knight, but I don't know what his next opponent gonna be.
Okay. Anything else before we start talking about it?
That's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it, man. All C. I'll let you go first since you're the.
I don't know who the hell he's facing next. I wouldn't put money on it just because if you would have told me to bet money on who's Bray Wyatt going to face when he returned at Extreme Rules, I would never have predicted LA Knight. So, like, the next one could be Madcap Moss for all we know. Like, it could be anybody.
I can see. I can literally see the reason why he's doing all these. Mainly, one, LA Knight is really good. He's really good, but he's not really on the top of the pedestal like that yet. So I can see why he did it. And part of the promo work, where he just knew, like, oh man, we could do some stuff with that. It's like brilliant. And pretty early, LA Knight is a pretty good wrestler too. So this actually helps the rework what they're going to do. If they have any kind of rework. I don't know. We don't know what this match is going to be, man. We don't know. Like, I'm sitting here like what I'm thinking is it's a dark arena with the spotlights. That's what I'm thinking. That
was my guess. Someone told me there was something. I can't remember what it was now, though. I should have been more prepared. There was something a while ago that was called a fight in a pitch black or something, and it was in a haunted house. So does that mean we're getting something cinematic, like, away from the ring?
That could be.
Maybe both.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, the best logic to do that is do like the House of Horror match. Is basically where you can do both, because let's be real, people want to see Bray live. So if you can do both the way you could do the cinematic match first, and then finish it up in the ring like they did with the House of Horrors match.
Can I make one request? Just one request, right? Because it will really mess me up if they do this. Please don't start the show with a pitch black match in the cinematic element, then do a rumble match, then have them come to the ring like they travel to the show, because I don't know when to record a video.
I can definitely see that. I can see the logic of that, because
I can see them doing it through the whole entire show, not just the Rumble match.
Don't do that. No. I can't make 5 videos. Bring back Vince. Get rid of Triple H. How dare you?
Oh man, yeah, I like that. Oh man, because let's be real. It's we don't know what this is. We don't know what this is, but if it is a cinematic match, it's more likely it'll be both. One part outside and part inside the ring. While we're talking about Bray, we have another of our Bray outages. Is that thing? Is that word? Bray outages? I just made it. Stop it. Miss Jody, are you here?
I'm here.
Hi,
Jody.
Hi.
So,
how can you be here? Because I'm here. Jess is there, so that you must be there then, not here. Just making a point.
Everywhere.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Oh, that's funny. So, Jody, so I don't know you heard the question, but after this feud with LA Knight, who is next to face Bray?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody expected LA Knight. He's like the last person on anybody's list.
Wasn't even on my list. Shoot.
I know.
LA Knight wasn't even a thing when Bray returned. It was still Max Dupree.
Right. So I don't know.
Oh my god, that is so funny as hell. Because you literally said the same thing she said.
Yep.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm at the thing. I don't even know either, because it literally could be anybody. We are getting close to WrestleMania, so I'm expecting somebody a little more bigger. Does that make sense? Well, I'll say that. Could it be Braun? And now I'm saying they're like, could it be Braun?
Hey, saying that, he did an interview on The Bump, and he actually mentioned the Wyatt family quite a lot.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was just saying.
Hmm.
You just brought the bump, and I was like, something just popped in my head. We'll talk about it in a minute. No, not actually bumps on your face or anything. Anyway, don't judge me. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Like I said, it's WrestleMania time, and like you probably will get some. I get. The crazy part is like C and Joey just said that he was actually not LA Knight before Bray got there. So I'm like, more likely this probably wasn't the plan. They probably was playing by ear or who was going to be in this feud, which is kind of weird because Bray tends to be Triple H he's known to be a long-term storyteller. So it's like kind of weird. They're just like, hey, we choose that guy. And they just said that 2 weeks ago. Like,
hey, maybe Bray requested to work with him, and that's one of the reasons that you changed him back to LA Knight.
That makes a lot of sense.
You mean he wasn't just drawing names out of a hat?
I highly doubt he was. No.
I don't know. I doubt that. I mean,
my victim.
Can you imagine a meeting with Triple H and Bray, and it's like, all right, who you want to go against first? And you just sit there like,
he pulls out like one of those little McDonald's plastic tubs
right.
with a bunch of names in it. He's like,
I
pick that one.
Could you imagine that craziness?
I'm against this dude, but I don't want to go against him named Max Dupree. Who the heck is that? Give me back LA Knight first.
Right. Which it's going to make a lot of sense in the future because this will probably raise up LA Knight, which is awesome. That means we can put him in the main event picture later on down the year. I would put him in that few. That's the only thing about him to heel, though. That's the only thing because you can't have him. I mean, you could have him go against Gunther if you really want to. Have him go for that Intercontinental title match, but maybe you can trade him to. Maybe you could trade him to Raw and have him go for the U.S. title. Maybe. I mean, think about that work. Austin Theory and LA Knight.
Do you not think that Bray might go to Raw though?
That is a big possibility. I remember saying this after this feud is over because as of after Monday, this Monday coming up, there's no more football on Monday nights. That means you have all eyes is on a big show, which is probably Monday Night Raw, which makes a lot of sense. So that is a big possibility.
I'm all for it. It needs to be after March 3rd. That's all I care about. Because if I go to SmackDown and Bray leaves right before that, I'm be salty as crap.
Well, they're probably gonna do that ASAP more likely. So that's probably gonna be right after the Rumble because you already started a storyline on Raw already. So that's already they're already playing advance, which is kind of funny. So it's like, there you go.
Playing with me, man.
Like we also have another guest in the Discord chat, so whatever.
Yeah. Who we got?
I don't know if I'm able to unmute them or not, though. It's not letting me giving me that choice.
Really?
Let's try that. We got Coda Winham.
Coda Winham, you can unmute yourself. Go for it. Like, what? Got any questions in the comments? And
can you hear me, Tazzy?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just doing some dishes, listening to you guys. Apologize about that.
Oh, no worries. Do you have any questions or comments or anything?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this since last night when he mentioned that he was Uncle Howdy. Mm-hmm. So how does all of this transpire between Alexa and him? And if he's saying that he is Uncle Howdy, she knows that it's him now. You know, what game is he playing in the end, to get her to bring the dark side back out? Like, what is exactly, how is that storyline going to work, basically, with him mentioning that he is Uncle Howdy?
I have a thought now. That gave me a thought. I don't even know if he can actually hear me, though, to be fair.
He probably got both on them. He probably got both screens going on at the same time. you can probably still hear you.
Yeah,
Can you hear everybody else?
I think he said he can because he asked me how to. He asked me how to get into the question.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
echo.
Okay. Okay.
And
Go for it. Okay. Go for it. Go for it. Oh, Jesse, what are you saying?
Yeah, no, that just made me think, well, then if Uncle Howdy is trying to go back and pull out Dark Alexa and it's really to bring back the Fiend, I wonder if it's going to be a case of him doing that before the Rumble gets here so Bray can use that against LA Knight.
It's a good shout.
Because I know he did say he was him. He was listed off his other stuff.
I think last night what we saw was he said it. Royal Rumble will be his rebirth, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are saying, "Oh, it's definitely cult leader," but he's already the cult leader, Eater of Worlds character, so you can't be reborn into something you're currently doing. So he's got to be reborn as the Fiend, surely.
And it's crazy
Unless
to think
like
that
a new version of the Fiend.
Well, I think it'll be a new version, but if just go all the way back to this last ever Firefly Funhouse, before he left TV, and he said it, he will return. The puppets will return. There'll be new friends, all this kind of stuff.
A brand new me.
Yeah,
crazy.
And it was his sister Abigail too that pushed him over the edge as well. That move.
Yeah.
I like the way you said Edge because I actually want to add to that too. Like we saw Edge in a promo. So we heard this is what we heard. We heard a rumor that it was supposed to be Finn Balor versus Edge, and I think it was supposed to be the Hell in a Cell. I don't know. It's like they didn't know when. They say it's a Rumble, more like it's not gonna be the Rumble because they would have announced it by now. Could this probably be a feud in the future that will have Bray versus Edge at WrestleMania?
Maybe. Apparently, the rumor I've seen now is Edge and Balor is set for Elimination Chamber because it's in Canada.
Okay.
Which makes a lot of sense. Whether that's Edge and Balor or Edge and Beth versus Balor and Rhea, we don't know. But it would make a lot of sense. I want to know on that Royal Rumble, like the Pitch Black match commercial, why does it show Edge?
Yeah.
Because they're not advertising the Royal Rumble match. They're only advertising the Pitch Black match.
Right.
Good.
But why?
Yeah. It's I love the Easter. Don't get me wrong. I love the Easter eggs in promos and stuff like that. But man, that just came out of nowhere, really, in a way. Because technically, Edge is about to is still quote unquote in a feud with Judgment Day.
What if that's a hint at his next feud?
Yeah,
could
Bray's
be
next feud.
Yeah,
but that would surely mean he has to go to Raw, which is what we thought might happen anyway. And that makes sense because that's also where Alexa is.
So, is it possible, because I actually see this feud happening again in the future, is it possible that we might get, this is going to be very, very hilarious. Well, not funny and not funny at the same time, but could it possibly be Edge at WrestleMania? And then at SummerSlam, could we get, instead of regular Finn Balor, we could get the Demon Finn Balor versus the Fiend?
That was who his, the first match was against the SummerSlam.
Yep.
The Fiend's first match.
Life is a circle. Life is a circle. Yeah, this is going through, and we thought this rabbit hole was gonna be. We're not gonna go through the rabbit hole no more. But apparently, we still are. Stupid rabbit holes.
Silly.
That's the first time Tazzy's ever complained about going in a hole.
Oh.
Yowie.
Let's see. What else we got on the list?
He's like, moving on.
So Tazzy, you have your notes, right?
Yeah,
Make sure you write that one down.
I have no problems with, eating tacos. So
tacos are all right, but sometimes the shells can be crispy.
I
Don't
mean,
salt on the roof.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Dudes.
yeah, tacos can be crispy. I mean, we don't want crispy because it's gonna be nice and grindy. I actually like it more fishy than anything. But anyway,
Wow.
I'll tell you on the list.
Oh my God.
We have descended into madness.
Hey, by the way, this is why we tell everybody here on this channel that we rather have everybody 18 and over because
Viewer discretion
advised.
Yeah, all
Even
the children thought you were talking about actual tacos.
Right.
Read James
Right.
Chadwick's comment.
80 hoes are good. Oh man.
I can see it now. Hey, look. Hey, Mom. Look, these guys are talking about tacos.
Makes me want Taco Bell, Mom. Can we go get some?
So
This is a complete innocent conversation.
We're a very innocent party. Nice, very innocent party. I just like peaches. It's nice and good. So
That's Tuesdays.
No,
it's 80 days I see peaches. Like, you know, I'm just saying. The other thing, because we're talking about the bump, right? So obviously everybody's watching SmackDown yesterday, obviously. Well, I'll let you.
Bump or the butt?
I said bump.
Wondering.
I said bump. Bump.
Bump.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure we're on the same page here.
We've lost the coaster.
Oh my goodness.
Coach, I need a favor from you. Can you go up to the comment tab and start putting comments on the screen? It's really easy. I just have to click on it.
I don't think I can do that.
What?
Yeah, I don't have permission to do that.
Oh crap! I forgot about that. Anyway, okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So obviously, there was the bump about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Charlotte was on it, right? She said she called out. She said she will love that match with Mickie James, right? What I thought was going to happen yesterday didn't happen yesterday. Could it possible? Could we have a forbidden door in the future? This is what I'm suggesting. Obviously, if you don't know, Mickie James won the Knockout Championship yesterday. Good for her. That's awesome because she deserved it. Could it possible she brings that title and her character to the Royal Rumble
Again?
And I know I'll be honest, Rhea Ripley is technically supposed to win this Royal Rumble, right? But could it do a swerve where actually Mickie James actually win it? And we can have a Impact champion at WrestleMania facing for the SmackDown Women's title.
How would you do that though? Would you really have Charlotte Flair win the Impact Knockouts title?
That's a good thought, actually.
Could you imagine if she did though? She would be the only woman that's on the main roster right now. She would have
Tazzy, I think you need to contact wherever you got that crack from.
It's possible. I'm just saying.
Clearly, they slipped some ecstasy in there or something.
What? There's something wrong with that. But at the same time, she couldn't lose the title. She could lose the Impact, the Knockouts title before WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. That's the other thing too. That's a possible thing too. So that can still happen.
I want to bring up something real quick, going back to what we were just talking about. That James just put about the whole Bray thing. As long as we get Bray versus Cross at some point, that's a good match too.
Yes, please.
We want to hold. I feel like we should hold off as much as possible to get that.
What if you get Bray and Alexa versus Cross and Scarlett?
See, I like the concept, but I just think at the moment Cross is only just seemingly getting into his stride.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like LA Knight stepped up. I don't know if Cross would step up or be overshadowed.
This what I think the problem was and this is nobody's fault really. Technically, not really nobody's fault. This is why Karen Cross didn't do well when he first actually came back because nobody knew who he was.
Well, it's not just that. I think they had to reestablish the character after Vince completely destroyed it. You know,
right? Yeah, murdered that joint.
And that's the same thing with why Tegan Knox is not where she's supposed to be right now. I mean, she'll get there. Who I'm missing out of that? Johnny Gargano is doing decent well. Who else came back? Bronson Reed. Nobody know who he is yet. They will. Trust me. Oh, they will. Who else came up from that NXT? I can't think of
Dexter Loomis.
Dexter Loomis. Dexter Loomis is just awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
He's just awesome. I'm like, oh man, just to have somebody who don't blink. I tried to do that. It's very hard to do. It's like it's not going to work. It's not going to happen either. But I don't know. Okay, what we got on time? Let's see, we're 46 in. I told you these chats be like, we talk about one thing and next thing you know we have a full 30 minutes to be like, oh.
It's been longer than that, shoot.
Yeah.
There was, I think, a going to SmackDown with Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
I know you said you didn't really watch. You kind of skimmed through, right?
No, come on. Anything Karrion Kross, I will watch.
So when he had Ray in that hold and they showed the tarot card of him, I can't be the only one that noticed it. There was a spark that came out of the top of that card. I think it was supposed to do a lot more, and it just kind of the mechanism failed.
No, I noticed it too. I was just like, what was that?
I think it was supposed to be like a flash paper disappear.
Kind of like a fireball is what I'm thinking, but it kind of just went. It said like, "Pow."
Possible. I mean,
it had an AEW moment. Remember that match?
Oh, dude, you guys remember that? What that like last year? That was early last. No,
shouldn't have been memorable, but you know.
I mean, it is memorable because it did work.
It was ridiculous, so it was memorable.
Terrible firework display. That's why we walked off. I'm like, that's a shame. It's funny because I was going to go to my first ever AEW show in a couple of weeks, but obviously I'm going to be working, so it's crazy. If you guys in California, the AEW are actually WWE supposed to be here pretty soon, actually, honestly, because they're doing WrestleMania. Duh. So don't forget WrestleMania. Don't forget about that. If you still want to get tickets for that, tickets still available. I checked it. Tickets still available. But anyway,
both nights.
Yes, they're still available. Not sure how long that's going to be still available, but it's a lot of upper deck tickets. There's some lower level because lower level tickets, especially in California, it's not going to sell too well because it's so expensive out here. It's not even funny. So real quick, I'll let you know about that. If you are in California right now, real quick, I'll just throw this out here correct. Don't forget Resolution is in San Francisco. I saw the tickets for that. Your upper deck tickets is $57. Your lower level tickets, the bottom bow, is $450. I didn't check. I didn't even check the ringside seats because I'm like, is that $400? I could imagine how much that would have been.
It's gonna be easily over $2,000 to $3,000.
Oh
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Here, you ready for this part? I did say this in the voice chat before, but there's actually in Sacramento, which I personally think the pay-per-view should have been in Sacramento because it'd be a lot more louder. Because Sacramento fans we don't have too much to cheer for besides the basketball team. That's all we have. So to actually see something that big come there, that'd be awesome for them. But anyway, those tickets for I believe is Dynamite. The lower level tickets are $27. That is a big difference, dude. I have never seen that. I have been to pay-per-view followed by a what you call it, or like a regular TV event the next day. It usually don't be. It just has to be it has to be an AEW thing because I took that route before. It was like San Francisco. There was it's actually the opposite. I did a San Jose event. That was a pay-per-view, and that was like what $60-something even for the lower level, and I think that was TLC. Then we did the San Francisco one, the same thing, and that was only like $37. So I'm like, what the? Definitely an AEW thing. Yes, I'm bashing AEW because of that. Anyway, the other thing I did catch on, I'm doing it Impact really quick because not a lot of people watch it because it's SmackDown. Santino Marella was there. He is now a authority figure in Impact Wrestling. Yes,
interesting.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Okay. Real quick, let me get through all the lists before I get to this other topic because this is going to be a big one because I know C just dropped up a video just a couple hours ago about this. So hold on that thought. Real quick on AEW, the trio championship match, the Elite won that match.
It was the last one too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it's funny because they kind of did that very well because you don't see 7 straight matches and it gets a good reaction like that. It was like, dude, I'm tired of this match. So cool to deal. I mean, once they're Blue Moon, AEW does well and stuff. Anyway, there we stop. I don't get me wrong. I like all wrestling, but I'm just saying I am going to the other thing was there were so many big rumors about Sasha, aka Mercedes, popping up on Wednesday. And here's something crazy. And I know you guys can chime in on this. But if you're going to do that, should you have a bigger rating than under 1 million for that?
That genuinely shocked me. People asked me on Discord before Dynamite what I thought it was going to do. Just because of the rumor of Sasha, I thought 1.1, 1.2. Because the show was stacked as well, to be fair. Mm-hmm. That's the best Dynamite they've put on in a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I almost turned it on.
Yeah, I thought it was going to really... That was the kickstart that AEW needed kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. And you guys know me, I am so excited about Adam Cole right now. Because... Now you could get some matchups that you could. Oh my God! Can you imagine MJF versus Adam Cole? I'm down.
I was just waiting for him to turn, be psych, and be like a heel again, but you didn't.
No, you didn't. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. I was expecting a debut. Yeah, and it was like, okay. Maybe they was in talks and it fell through. Maybe Tony Khan didn't give the money that she wanted. Maybe that's probably main reason why that happened. But wow,
I watched Fightful's post AEW show, and Sean Ross Sapp called it advertising malpractice. Because there is no people will always defend AEW and say, well, they never told you Sasha was going to be. They never promised to deliver Sasha, but they dropped enough teasers to tell you Sasha Banks was going to be there. And what was it Britt said the week before? I'm the boss, wink. Everyone thought Sasha was going to be there. So why was she not there? And I don't think you should tease these people if you're not going to get them.
Right. Yeah, it's so stupid. I hate that they do that.
We all remember Wardlow dressing up like Funhouse Bray Wyatt. We all remember BW on CM Punk shoes. Bray Wyatt never went to AEW, and you shouldn't do these things if you're not signed the person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like you kind of want to make sure you sign them first, then you start teasing. I mean,
yeah. Rather than they say, "Oh, maybe I might go there." Oh, he's coming. All right, guys, we'll split out there.
You kind of. I'm not trying to bash anything like this. You kind of want to see what WWE did with Bray. With okay. There's some teases. Obviously, somebody's new coming because there ain't nobody that's there. Although it like people say it could have been Karrion Kross, but Karrion Kross already said, no, that ain't me. I don't know what you guys talking about. I'm good. It wouldn't make no sense for him to change another character because he just came back and with his character. That makes those guys sense. So it's no, it's not me. And then we get the and I'm gonna say this, and I said this on the group chat, not the group chat, the voice chat. I was like, when I was there and that song came on, the White Rabbit, and those red lights came on, I was like, the eerie feeling of the only feeling you get with that is either the Undertaker or Bray. I was like, this definitely gotta be Bray. It's gotta be. There's no other ways. And I did on the house show too. And the house show was even the exact same thing. It's like, this is their eerie feeling. Like, this is definitely Bray. And the whole tease, they did this for a whole month. I'm glad they didn't do it longer. Otherwise, we all would probably went crazy. But yeah, you just gotta like learn how to tease. And I get the whole all the wrestling is still practically new, but you gotta learn how to tease.
That's the thing, and I think that's the important part. Is this isn't the first time Tony's promised something and then not delivered to fans' expectations, and he's not learnt from that. And I can understand hyping something, it doesn't happen, and I understand that, yes, that is on fans, but at the same time, you know what fans are talking about. You clearly see it. I know that he did interviews the week before Dynamite, and he was asked on every single one, is Mercedes showing up? And he just said, I cannot comment. Like, he knew. And you could have just said, no, she's not. And you could have leveled out that expectation. Yeah. And the problem is, like these big, AEW signed someone, they're arriving at this pay-per-view or whatever. I think the last big one was Christian. That fans went, oh, it's just Christian. Like, it was what was it Tony called him? The best wrestler in the world, and it was Christian.
Right.
And it was like, really? I think there's always that expectation from fans that, okay, you keep fooling me, I'm not going to fall for this again. And that's why that stopped working. And now, if Sasha's going to go to AEW eventually, if you tease her again, do people go, yeah, I'm not falling for that a second time?
Which is funny because actually that actually be a good thing, because you're like, we ain't fall for that again. It's not her. It's actually a good thing at the same time. But at the same time, it's like, dude, come on. And then actually, here's another good tease, and this is including, that's including with the Bray situation. Guys, remember the interview with Triple H? Talk about when he first took over power for creative. You guys remember when he talked about Bray? He actually talked about him. So it's like there's something there. Like, either he's almost signed or he signed, and he's like,
I think he was being honest though, because that interview, if I remember correctly, didn't he also speak about Sasha Banks? She hasn't signed,
right? So it's like,
I will make a point though. Wasn't there a report from Fightful a while ago, a couple of weeks back, that people within AEW thought Sasha was coming in. People within WWE believed Sasha would go back to WWE. And it's basically 50-50. New Japan doesn't know. Is it possible that behind the scenes, WWE and New Japan have agreed something? Because Carl Anderson didn't have to go and wrestle at Wrestle Kingdom.
Correct.
WWE have allowed him to do that. Could it also be something along the lines with Sasha? Could Sasha have an agreement where she's going to do this, is it Battle at the Valley or something, and then maybe still make a Rumble appearance? Or,
which, by the way, she's making a point about how that she does sell tickets because she sold out that event. I'm literally trying to get tickets for that. It sold out. 1 minute I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the tickets, but I'll be back. I went back to go get the tickets. Gone. Like, well, damn. To be honest, there's other good matches on that card too, honestly. But yeah, I can see. If she shows up at the War Rumble while going to actually wrestle in New Japan next month, this is going to be something else. Could you?
By the way, I don't think she actually will, but I think it might be a very small possibility, like 1% chance.
Yeah, like it'll be one of the biggest shockers of the year, and we're here in January. Okay. Let's see what else. Also in AEW. We already talked about that because Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker won. Tony Storm. MJF or his promos. I would hate to go to a city where he at and you lost something. You lost a championship or something because he gonna make you hate him. It's like wow, like incredible.
It's like somebody want to punch him in the face.
Hey, there's somebody on the car.
It was Jeff, yeah.
Oh, it's Jeff. Okay, hold on. I'll get to him in a second. Okay, now. Oh, by the way, MLW, anybody remember what the heck is the name for the Lucha House Party? I'm throwing the blank. Oh man, so Lance Dorado. What's his name? I can
You called him Loser Dorado.
That's his name.
Wednesday Dorado.
I did not mean that. I did not mean
If you are watching, we do deeply apologize for
oh, man.
Lindsay Dorado.
Thank you, James. Yeah, he is out the middleweight. He's out the middleweight champion. MLW. Wow. All right,
Not a loser, is he?
I'm gonna move on to that topic because I really screwed that up. My bad. Okay, and I see a lot of comments in the chat. We'll get to that soon. Okay. Now, see, you did a video about a couple hours ago, and I didn't see that until I actually went back and actually got to that match. You want to care and tell them what you saw?
So someone sent it to me, and they sent me a picture and said, "Did you see this?" And I was like, "I didn't notice that at all." And it right at the end of SmackDown, as Sammy joins the Usos, puts the finger in the air, Kevin rolls over and grabs Sammy's boot. And I thought he kicked him. I thought Sammy just kicked him away, but he doesn't. It's so much more. So Kevin grabs the boot, sort of tugs at the boot a couple of times, and Sammy sort of looking at him as if to say, "I'm sorry," sort of thing, like, feeling bad. And then Jimmy looks at Sammy, and Sammy pulls his foot away from Kevin. And I'm like, that is so cool, because you didn't really see it from the angle of like the show they showed you. But once you know the hands on the boot, you see it more clearly. It does still look like he kicked him, but he doesn't. The foot goes up and then backwards. So he pulled his foot away. And it honestly, perfect storytelling.
See, when I saw that, I thought it was like him just making sure, like, because you know how sometimes they give like signals and like they like squeeze each other's hands and stuff like that. That's what when I saw it at first, that's what I thought. But after seeing the video,
no, it's like Kevin sort of saying to Sammy, like, "Told you," like, and Sammy's the whole story is he's conflicted and he wanted to wrestle and prove himself, and he could have beat Kevin possibly, and he didn't get that opportunity because the Bloodline took it from him. And I think that was Kevin sort of saying, "You could have helped me," and stuff. And maybe, just maybe, at the Rumble, there's a Bloodline beatdown on Kevin, and Sammy helps him.
That is a big possibility.
I can see that.
I just say this.
Could we get KO and Sammy take down the Usos?
That was the rumor, wasn't it?
That was a rumor for WrestleMania, right?
I would assume so. But then you've got to ask the question, why are they doing these weird tag matches? You got Judgment Day going to go after the Raw tag titles. And now they've announced SmackDown's going to have a tournament to announce people to go after the SmackDown tag titles.
Slowly but surely, they're splitting up all the titles again.
Yeah.
So that indicates, I don't know who called this. There's probably a draft right after WrestleMania, which, let's be honest. If you're going to do a draft, probably be the best to do it after WrestleMania and not close to, if you're going to even try to do the whole SummerSlam thing again. Like, it's probably best to do it around there then. And I mean, it's good. It's a good way to actually do a reset. But you can't do a draft every single year. There's no way around it. I mean, you can do a shakeup, like I'll trade you this and Ray trade you that, but you can't be like another draft. Like, what kind of system? Yeah, this storyline, man, has been besides Bray, it's been one of the best storylines that we have seen in a long time.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
It's Crazy. And it all started on one SummerSlam Eve. How crazy is that? I mean, we went from, of course, Roman win the title, of course. Then we went from Roman going against his cousin till, you know, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, all that, till Jimmy coming in the fold. And by the way, Paul Heyman out of the blue is with Roman Reigns. That was a shocker too. It was like that. It was like so many twists and turns out of this whole storyline. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's like I'm very impressed with how they did it, and they didn't. I don't think I have not seen a screw up in this whole bloodline, this whole thing with the bloodline. I mean, maybe because it's Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns will probably call it out like, "Hey, that's stupid."
The only thing, like, and it was like just during the match. The only thing was like with the whole handcuff thing with the last man standing match. But that was it. So years ago, remember, he was handcuffed to a pole and he couldn't get up, and the ref stopped counting. That was it. Other than
that was a botch, though. In fairness, that wasn't like an
yeah.
intentional thing.
Yeah,
like the one thing I think is impressive, and I pointed out in the video today, was this has spanned regimes. Like Vince started this Sami Zayn stuff and then didn't kill it because it was so popular. And then Triple H has continued it and made it even better. And it's like, we always worry about, if someone takes over, things will change. And it's like, someone did take over and they made something good, great, and awesome. I like the fact it spans that because it just proves how good it is.
Yeah, I agree. Real quick before we continue on, because I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do in a second. But if you have not dropped a like on the party, drop a like. If you haven't shared this video, share the video. Also, guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. It's free. I guess between all of us is all our channels is free. But yeah, everything's free. You're party for free. Like, we don't get to do this too much during our watch-alongs, but it's semi to this. It's very semi to this. So so come on to the streams. We're here at least no more than Monday and Tuesday, no less than Monday than Tuesdays for Monday Night Raw and NXT. I am, after the baseball season, probably going to add AEW to the list just because we need to. Because people keep on asking me, "Hey, can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it?" There must be somebody that's streaming AEW that they don't like that want me to stream it. No, I'm just throwing it out there. Just saying. Okay. Yes. King of cheap shots, huh? Okay. Guys, see my notes? You see my notes? We are done with that. All right. This is our time that we let all our guests that's in here. You guys, like I said, can go to the voice chat and you can ask questions, comments, and all that. We'll do this for a little bit because I do know you guys getting ready to watch the Monday Night Football game. Oh, the Saturday Night Football game later on, a little bit later. So we're going to let that go through. I'll let you guys go watch that. So this is the time to actually put wherever you guys are on the table. What you guys going to talk about? We can talk about it. This is like literally like you just sitting down at a table and just talk about stuff. That's basically what it is. So I'm gonna start with Jeff, that's in the voice chat. If Jeff, you have anything else you want to comment or answer? I mean, ask. And I don't think he's there no more.
He's still there. I don't think he might be at his computer or phone or whatever yet.
Probably not there. Okay, no worries. We are going to go into the comments. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let all the party guests that's in the party, if you have any questions. I mean not questions, because obviously you would call yourself a question. But anything else you want to bring to the table that's like on your mind that you want us to talk about and stuff like that. There's somebody that said they want James said he wants Bray and Cross at some point. That's a good one.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Since Bray has this pitch black pitch black match, do we also see him enter the Rumble? If he does, what version of him is going to enter the Rumble?
I knew you were going to add that to that question. I don't think you've seen the Fiend. I don't think if he returns at the Fiend, I don't think you see the Fiend. I think you see him as his like cult leader self, if that makes sense, or either wars.
Does he even enter the Rumble?
I don't think so.
Could you imagine if the puppets entered the Rumble?
Oh my God, yes.
I think I would
screw the Royal Rumble that we know it. Let's introduce another 25 puppets. Let's get them all in the ring.
Oh,
I think I would be able to see Scream from 3,500 miles away.
It's been a long time, so I deserve it, to be fair.
You
just
do.
come down to the ring. Here comes Rambling.
You deserve a good puppet watch.
That'd be the puppet watch on top of puppet watch.
Just Rambling Rabbit comes running down to the ramp and just starts beating up everybody.
There's a question I just saw.
There's a really good question in there from James Chadwick. He said, have you guys seen the Cody news? He has handpicked Carmelo Hayes and Joe Gacy to help him get ready for his return. That's massive for Joe Gacy.
I dig that.
Yeah, that's huge because we know that's the other my fantasy matches is Bray versus Joe Gacy. That's the promo work out of those two will be insane because we're going to be looking like, what? But, and then we're going to be like, and then if Bray has a group with him at that time, that'd be a good match. I mean, you get Schism versus whatever Bray's going to have.
I think Schism could replace the Judgment Day.
Ooh.
If the Judgment Day run its course soon, like maybe Rhea and Dom go and do their thing, I can see Schism filling that void Judgment Day's currently got.
I would that. Again, I don't know how long can you have Finn Balor as a heel. That's the other thing too.
Well, to be fair, I said on things you might have missed on Monday. I think the seeds are now planted. So Balor won the matches, then Dom had to be in the final match, and he got the final pinfall. Now, if Balor and Priest go for the tag titles, does Dom like that idea because he got the final pinfall, and he's not going to be in the tag team title match?
Yeah.
Surely Rhea would side with Dom. So what happens to Judgment Day? Is that the seeds for them to split?
That's it.
It's also interesting that they were trying to make the Miz like face a little bit too.
Yeah,
that promo that they did, like they're trying to make Dom look like he was in prison for what, like ever, and it was only like a couple hours.
I mean, Judgment Day Zero. I mean, in the beginning it was like, and then it's like, okay, I see what you guys doing. Okay, that's not bad. And I don't think they had the potential. I mean, they got to their potential, which it's okay. It happens. At least they didn't turn on like Retribution.
Yeah, I was just thinking, at least they lasted longer.
Right. At least they didn't go out like that. So that's good. The other while we're at that, the other thing is to talk about how what they're going to do with the OC for now, because the OC, they're calling them Carl and Anderson. They didn't say nothing about OC this time. Next time last. So could it be possible that they probably will be up for the tag titles now too? So that actually, granted, you want AJ Styles to be on your roster, but this is partly get help. I don't know. Carl Anderson and Gallows to actually, just worry about the tag titles for now, and then maybe in the future get back to. I don't know. But the other thing we got to talk about is like Mia Yim too, because now do you really need Mia Yim in that group now? Like,
you know what I think they need to do with Gallows and Anderson? Random, okay? People will go, wait, what? Put them with Baron Corbin and JBL. Let them be the hired guns, because we've seen it already where Cameron Grimes hired Gallows and Anderson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have JBL do that with Gallows. I can picture the segments with them, like the old APA segments, sat backstage, with a cigar, playing poker with Corbin and JBL, and then like JBL sending them out to go and take care of business.
They would probably love that.
I can picture
Actually,
that.
I just like that.
They probably would love that.
That'd be kind of cool because knowing their personality, because obviously these are the same guys that actually did the same stuff with the I forgot the name of it. They did like a pay-per-view during the pandemic. I forgot the name of it. It was oh man, I'm throwing the blank. James.
Line.
James, help me out because I know you know because it's yeah. I just got a notification. I don't know where that notification was at. Anyway,
I know the one. That's the one with the fake Ric Flair guy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I know the one, but I can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember what it's called. The whole I think Tyra had like the whole fake. I would say fake boobs thing going exploding. Yeah, it was that. It was anyway,
apparently, I missed that show.
Talking Shop-A-Mania.
Well done, James.
I knew. See, this is why I asked him. Because my memory is it sucks at times. Yeah, I'll be down for that. This is the same group that did that, so I know they will be down to just do something funny. I mean, granted, I know they want to be champions in the future too. That's why they're more likely there. But you know, you can do some fun stuff too. It's all about being serious all the time.
Noted. TAZZY wants more exploding boobs.
Okay. Let's see anything else in the chat. Let's see. I don't know where that question went. Okay, here we go. Do you think that Bray said his Howdy and the Howdy is him? Would it be safe to say that perhaps the Howdy we got on Raw this week was Bray coming to for Alexa? That's a good one. I don't know, dude.
I still don't think. There's still
I think
part of me that
now the question has gone
for
from
her.
Yeah, I think
for
the
her,
question
not
has gone from
with
who's
her.
behind the mask to who Howdy actually represents, and I think that's now the important question.
Yeah.
That's funny. Gallows has Sex Ferguson in WWE. Wow. Okay. I don't want to go through there. I don't want to go that route. Yeah. It's.
I can see it though.
I have never. I am impressed with how they did this because they're like they probably had a plan like, hey, we're going to put Bray on to SmackDown, but let's start a storyline on Raw. So when by the time he gets done with that his thing on SmackDown, he can move straight to Raw because the storyline needs him over there. You know, makes sense.
You know, here's something that not anybody I haven't seen them mention. I just popped in my head. You know how everybody's like, oh, I wonder how long Bray's been in contract for, whatever. But do you know how long it takes to make a mask like that too? So they've had to have the Howdy mask like in a concept for a long time.
Oh, for sure.
Even go before the Howdy mask, the White Rabbit stuff, they didn't come up with that overnight. That would have taken months to research all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like all those Easter eggs that took you to, you know, that YouTube channel and then to that rabbit in Scotland and all these different Easter eggs. Like that's not overnight at all.
Yeah.
And then you have all those costumes, and you have the mask, and then this man. Like they've had to have known for a while.
Right. It's like you guys say. It's like this is not an overnight thing. This is like it takes time. Like, let's see.
But then the question becomes: was he signed before Triple H took over? If you're
knee-jerk
looking at how long
reaction,
he's
gut
been there,
instinct, I would say no.
But that means that then they come up with it in what 2.5 months. White Rabbit started
late August, yeah, the last week of August.
And you know what?
Unless it was something like Bray had the idea for before he was released, and you know him getting re-signed, he just kind of picks up where he left off as far as where he wanted to go with it.
we also haven't heard anything about his movie at all either. If there is a movie anymore.
I actually almost forgot about it.
Yeah. I mean, has anybody else heard anything about that? Or
No.
The last thing I heard him say was back. Heard him say anything about it was back in March.
That's about right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that was here. Real quick, shout outs to this is a good name. Welcome to Hell. Shout out to Alexa Bliss Gamer. I said what's up to Kyle earlier. Sonny, welcome to the party. Heather, welcome to the party. Shouts to you. Yeah, man, it's like we're like trying to see what like I wish I was like a fly on the wall and like see like how this came about. Like I'm looking forward to like when Bray actually can like, because I know Bray is trying to treat himself like close to how the Undertaker is like the whole like he won't talk about the character in the way that makes sense. Like while he's actually still got that character. It took like the Undertaker to retire to actually him talk about everything. So we'll probably get that whenever Bray retires. We'll probably get that this what happened, what completely happened. Probably whenever he tends to retire in the future, which is funny. Hey,
it just shows you though. Do you remember when he left? Everyone was waiting for him to spill the beans and tell everyone, what happened with Vince and what happened in WWE and all the truth behind it all. And when these people stay silent, as much as there is, of course, the anticipation of, I think we'd all still like to know. It's still, as a wrestling fan, it's better to see Bray in the ring, and hopefully those things have been worked out, and maybe we find out in the future. But you don't need to tell anyone what it is because, hey, you don't want to burn that bridge because look at what's happened since.
Question. I do have a question. What are you guys' thoughts on the? And I think I came into the voice chat last night over this. It was in my head anyway. But the brace, the knee brace. What do you guys think was going on with that?
Someone had a good theory actually. It might have been Alexa to go. I can't really remember. That in the Hangman game that we saw on White Rabbit, they got as far as to drawing everything minus that leg. It's the same leg that's missing in that Bray has the brace on, and therefore could it be part of the character or something? Because the logo that seems to be shone into the ring and moves around when he's doing a promo usually is the same logo he wears on his knee in the middle of the brace. And I do wonder if it's a Easter egg for something, but I don't know what it would be. Maybe that he's injured. I don't doubt he's injured because we saw him wrestling Jinder Mahal. So
yeah, because I don't
remember him wearing it at meet and greet.
No, he didn't. At least in March.
So I actually looked at all his matches, his later matches, and see what's he wearing. One, if you can tell in the on the pants, in the Fiend mask. I mean, in the Fiend, my bad, his pants. Did you see anything like bulky or anything? I did not see nothing at all. So if he was injured, it must have been while he was gone or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, look at Cody's injury. Cody's injury was done just by training.
Yeah.
It could just be one of those things that, even the Friday before Extreme Rules, he's tweaked his knee. We don't know. And obviously that's not been published anywhere, but it's pure speculation.
And they incorporated into it. I mean, look at Stone Cold. He used to have those, and those were iconic.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, honestly, Triple H had them. Yeah, he actually had his knee braces. He had it actually on both in his later career. But it was just weird because normally when you have those knee braces, you actually wear them while you're wrestling, not when you actually do promos. That makes sense. That's
the thing. Like I asked Jodie before when she attended the meet and greet, did he wear the knee brace? No. And obviously, you see him leaving the shows and stuff, and there's fans' photos with him. He's not wearing the brace then. So he obviously doesn't need it to walk. So why wear it for a promo? Because you're only walking.
Yeah. That's very interesting.
But then, to be fair, that's pure speculation, and we could sit here forever deep diving.
Literally, we're literally doing it. It's crazy. Let's see. What else is in my head? There's a lot of stuff in my head right now, like wrestling wise. It's like, oh my god, this has been a crazy week. It was like, I am actually. I'm trying to think. Do we have any other shows before the Royal Rumble? Like
we got Raw is 30.
Raw is 30. So that's basically a go home show.
Which I think, by the way, I think that's the show Cody Rhodes returns.
That makes a lot of sense.
So on the promo last night for the show, now Cody's had some matches on Raw and everything, but they showed his return and they highlighted a fan sign saying "Welcome home, Cody." And I just thought, could that be an Easter egg that he's going to be there on Raw is 30?
Which makes a lot of sense because you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it Monday because there's a football game on Monday, but there's no football game next week. I mean, this is the last football game on Monday. So you want to wait for it to be like on a day where everybody can actually see it, which is next week for the 30th anniversary. So very interesting. There's actually a rumor about Kane being there too.
Yeah,
there's
apparently Kane and X-Pac have been confirmed.
Kane and X-Pac. God, I remember that like it was yesterday. Like Kane's in DX? What? Nah, oh man.
That's gonna be a good show, no matter what.
Yeah. It's weird to actually see a anniversary show is also your go home show in a way.
Yeah. I think it'll be interesting what Triple H does with it. Is it going to look like a normal Raw? Is he going to do a flashback set?
Oh, as long as he doesn't do what they did with the two shows.
Yeah, no, he's not doing. He's not doing that. Don't panic.
That was stupid.
By the way, I'm glad Steve brought that up because somebody asked me a question about that. When do you guys think they actually change the sets? You know it's coming.
If they're selling, they'll wait until they're sold. Surely.
Because it's kind of a weird thing, and I know other promotions does it now, but it was always nice to actually see Raw has own identity and then SmackDown has own identity. It was that fun thing. Like you go to Raw, you get the big Titan screen or whatever, and then but you go to SmackDown, you get the small Titan screen with the middle. You have the little fist. That was awesome. Not to mention the mirror too. That was kind of too. But
yeah, but we also had but I think it was the Raw one recently where KO ran up the side a bit, and that was cool to see.
The skateboard stage.
Yeah, the skateboard stage.
I'll tell you what, if they could have signed Darby Allin, he'd have loved that.
He would ride down there.
I'm totally down. Yeah, man. I'm excited whenever they do change it because it's like, what can they think of to do? It was funny because when before the pandemic they had the Raw stage, which looked like it was like a screen that curved. If that makes sense, that was like it was so. I would not expected something that them to do something like that. You know what I didn't like, and this is going to be an unpopular thing to say. I didn't like the SmackDown set for some reason. I don't know why.
I love that with the things coming up.
Yeah, the only thing was the little. I guess because when I went, the little things that's going like this when you walk in, you couldn't see him until you actually walked through. I was like, dude. I think that's part of the main reason. I guess because I'm so used to having like nothing when they come out that I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, you know? It's like one of those things, but I don't know. I'm just being nitpicky. But other than that, I don't get me wrong. I like the stage now, but it's just a screen. It's like even when WWE decided to go to the, I don't know if you guys remember this around this time, they decided to go completely HD all around. So that's when they decided to do all screen, all digital, a digital stage.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like it did because it had different kind of sizes. Like they had the screen, then they had like the digital part right here, then they had like the two things that actually you could actually do like pictures, but it was like kind of broken out. It was weird. I'll be honest, it was weird. So yeah, and the only reason I didn't like that at the same time because they did it for both shows. I'm like, dude, you could have did SmackDown, different thing. Bro, like I said, we didn't want to go all the way back to the fist. We don't have to do that. I don't know. I don't get me lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually missed the old SmackDown stage. Anybody remember that? The old SmackDown stage where it's like
the screen in the background was like hollow. That Rhino did a gore through.
Yeah,
that one.
That's iconic, by the way. Very iconic. Once again, guys, don't forget to drop a like in the party. If you have not done so already. Also, if you have not shared this or retweet it on my Twitter if you have not done so already. We're not gonna be here much longer because we well I already ate, but I'm tired.
I told you it'd be around 2 hours.
What's that?
Huh? Who you asking? Coaster or me?
I didn't.
We both talked. Well, you said what's that? But me and Coaster both talked. I don't know which one you didn't hear.
I said what's that? Did I say that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
You did.
TAZZY, it was 30 seconds ago, mate. Come on.
What had happened was I was in zone when I was talking, and anyway, so yeah,
you're distracted by Peaches. That's what it was. Just admit it.
You're just distracted. Oh man. Whew, that was a thing. You know what we didn't talk about yet, and I should be ashamed of this.
No boy.
We haven't talked about NXT yet.
Yeah, you should be ashamed. What's wrong with you, TAZZY?
It was in my notes before I threw it away. I was like, what am I doing? Okay, real quick.
He said, forget these notes.
In your opinion, in you guys' opinion, do you think Grayson Waller gets the championship at Vengeance Day?
Yes.
I think he does, and what's his face gets called up, possibly. Maybe. I mean, I could be wrong.
That's a great wrestler.
Who's the greatest Waller? Oh, the greatest.
What's his face?
I do say this. I kind of see him actually Braun Breaker being in the Rumble. Does that make sense?
I feel like we're gonna get quite a few NXT people in the.
I think so too. I honestly think I wouldn't be shocked if you'll see Cora Jade in the Rumble.
That makes sense.
I wouldn't be besides that. I'm like, everybody wants this Roxanne Perez versus Cora Jade match for the title, which everybody was like, "Oh, it's going to be now. It's going to be now." And I was like, "No, they probably gonna wait till Stand Deliver for that match because it's a bigger takeover pay-per-view. If that makes sense. And it's in LA.
Stand Deliver again already. Wow.
Stand Deliver. Yeah, it's been Stand Deliver for the last 3 years. So
no, I mean it's already that time again.
Oh, I know. So if you guys want to know how the ticket sales going for Vengeance Day, it's going decent well. It's not doing extraordinary well. It's going decent well. There's still some tickets. They're like scattered around tickets, if that makes sense. It's not like a whole section don't have tickets. It's like it's somewhat. I think it's going to be more so within the next couple of weeks when they find out what the actual card is going to be. As of right now, there's two big matches. So we got the women's match is Roxanne Perez versus Toxic Attraction in a triple threat match, by the way. How about that? First of all, how good was that for them to actually land at the same time? You know how hard that is to do and not botch that? Dude,
I felt really bad for NXT this week because perfect example. I was going to do things you might have missed for NXT.
Mm-hmm.
I was taking screenshots, and then that news broke, And like as much as I like NXT, so I do like NXT, I just couldn't pay any attention to it. I had to rewatch that main event because it's all social media and Saudi and WWE sold news.
Talk about who killed the world.
Yeah, it's kind of like somebody did it on purpose for us to not watch NXT. Crazy, huh?
It all started with one person.
Damn it. And to be honest with you, I know he's credible, but the first person that actually broke it, I was like, who the hell is this?
I wondered the same thing in similar words.
Yeah. It was like one of those things, but what are the matches? I think we know who's going to go for the North American title. So we're going to have that match. That's more likely going to be you got to have all your title matches on that pay-per-view because it makes a lot more sense to actually have title matches all throughout the show on that show. Because there's no other rivalries you would have going on. I think I can't remember what Schism is going against right now. I do say this, and I said this, and I'm standing by it. Joe Gacy will be NXT champion by the end of the year.
I can see that.
I guarantee it. That's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. How about we do that?
What about Scripps?
Okay, Paul Heyman.
Scripps is I don't know if he's gonna have a job within the next couple months.
Yeah, he needs that outfit needs to be fixed. I'm not for his outfit. I like the color, but that's about all.
I don't even like the color. Anyway,
I love orange, so.
That's how you feel. You just like the orangey. Nah, I'm just making some stuff up. Don't trust me. Okay, what else is going on in NXT? The title matches, the tag team title matches. By the way, and I think I can't remember when Steve said this, but the women division, the women tag team division in NXT is really good. If we can put them up on the main roster, we'll probably have a division. Which is kind of weird because that's technically what you probably should have did in the first place is actually did that first. They did it backwards. They actually did the women's division from the women's division on the main roster, the women's tag team division on the main roster, then did the NXT version. They probably should have did it the other way around. Because it makes a lot.
When you do it on the main roster, don't just fire all your women's tag teams. maybe that's the smart thing to do. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody's.
But are we back now to having only 2 women's tag teams? You got Damage Control and Ronda and Shayna. Is that the only women's tag teams?
I think we are. Wow.
Triple H ain't into it either, huh?
And you can't really blame like Triple H and all this because he's like, I didn't have a division here in the first place. So what you want me to do? Like, you want me to put a bunch of tag teams together and just that you're like, what kind of sense does that make? Because obviously we're probably getting Doudrop part. I think she's about to change her name back, honestly. And Nikki Cross is actually about to more likely we're getting Sanity back. There's a lot of teases about that, by the way.
I don't get to say do the doo-doo drop anymore.
No, you do not have to. No, we're not doing doo-doo drop no more. No. Let me tell you, for the people that have not seen her on the UK scene, mainly and also on the NXT UK, she was a threat. She was a threat for that women's division. She was like, if it wasn't for Kaylee Ray, she probably would have been the champion there. But honestly, they had the whole long-term thing with the Kaylee Ray thing. So yeah,
We got Jeff back whenever you're wanting him to pop back in for a sec.
Jeff, you got anything?
Do they got I mean not do they still doing TV 14 or they do after WrestleMania?
This is what I see. I see them, and shout outs to Brian who just came in, and Greg Malone just came in, and Wrestling Fan 167 just came in. Shout outs to you. I see the way until they actually get the sale done. If the sale is done, and say NPC does it, I can see them doing it then, because Raw been trying to turn back to its old self like a long time ago. So that giving excuses like, oh, now we can do it. Because let's be real, you can't have TV 14 on Monday Night Raw and then have PG or SmackDown. That doesn't work.
I will say though, SmackDown is hella good as a PG show. Mm-hmm. You just need to replicate that on Raw, because Raw is 3 hours and it just feels like it drags.
Yeah.
You need a few compelling stories on Raw. And I think away from the Alexa stuff, nothing really grabs you the same way.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Unless it's Disney, then Disney not going to make a TV 14.
Yeah. Why
well, to be fair, it depends if Disney put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
If they sell the rights on and just take profit from it, then it depends which network it goes to, I guess.
That's the other thing, because let's see, if it's Disney buys it, then they have two places they can go. They can either go to ABC or they can go to ESPN. Can you imagine how big WWE will be, because now it's on ESPN and now they're getting seen everywhere now, because it's like ESPN is ESPN. So it's like, wow. But I don't know how far ESPN is. I don't know how far can it go. I mean, do other countries get it? So that's the other thing too. So I don't know, would they do that or just keep it on USA, because it can be seen all around the world, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I don't know. What I'm thinking these sales are, they're also not only to sell, but also to pitch to the current regime right now. They're like, hey, this is what we want to do with the company. And I think that's what they're here right now. They're not all about the money, really. They're more about what you have plans for us if we sell it to you, sell the rights to you, or whatever. Like that, it's more of that too, because otherwise, somebody we sell it to, Saudi, and we don't know what's going to happen after that. But at least you go to either Disney or NBC, you know exactly what the plans are like going to be. Well, we know if it's NBC, we know it's probably going to stay on USA. Probably SmackDown will move to USA Network. It's more than anything. I'm
going to go on a prediction. I'm going to say they don't sell WWE.
Really?
Yeah, I think the term that Vince used was he's back to negotiate a possible sale or the new media rights deals. I think they want offers that increase the value of the company, and then they can get more money from TV rights.
Yeah.
That's just a random bold prediction.
That makes sense. I get that. So if they don't sell, what did they do? That's the crazy part, because Vince is not getting older, and he's like, I don't know. I don't want to never say this. I'm saying this on screen now. I don't want never happen nothing to him, like personally, like that wise. But say if something does happen, what do they do? Like who?
I actually think for once Vince might do the right thing and step back down, and Stephanie take the spot. And the only reason I say that is Stephanie said she's going to continue her leave of absence. Not that she's quit or retired. She said she was continuing her leave of absence, which means a leave of absence you come back from.
Yeah. The only reason why she resigned, because right now she's not available to actually do her duties at the time. So don't be shocked if she come back on that same role or whatever.
Yeah.
And Vince is like, all right, see y'all later. I tried to sell the company, but it didn't work.
It was Stephanie's statement that made me think that's a little bit weird. That's a weird statement to say that you're taking a leave of absence. If you've quit, you quit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
I'm not a business person, but 100% it would inflate the company's value, which makes the company worth more. So people pay more. And Vince McMahon gets a hell of a lot more money.
Just saying. So I think regardless, we'll more like we'll get Stephanie back. Probably won't be anytime soon. I would say she takes the year off. How about we do that? Just to cover myself. She takes the year off. If she come back surprisingly, I don't know, SummerSlam time, then okay. But yeah, I feel like she takes a year off just to, spend some time. Like stuff that she always wanted to do. And she could actually do it because she could. Remember, she's been in this role or any kind of role like this since she was like young.
Yeah.
It's crazy to hear that, but like Shane had time to do whatever.
Yeah.
Stephanie had no time. I mean, she's only thing she knows is WWE, and that's why she's probably good at what she does. She's probably better than Vince, honestly, personally. Let's keep it real. And she I think the other thing that is, and nothing to shave Vince McMahon on, but I think Stephanie gets people, if that makes sense. Like she gets people, like she understands, like people. So that's crazy. Jesse, keep on coming in and out.
It's my stupid car. Freaking Bluetooth cuts off, and I don't know what to hit on here to bring y'all back, so I have to exit and come back to get it back working again. So annoying.
So,
Road Rage Jesse is back. Automatically, we've heard two things since Jesse returned. She's hitting her car.
I was waiting for her to yell at somebody on while she was in the car.
It will happen.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me, James. Jenny retired just today. Jenny, who was on NXT UK, so she just retired. So that's happened today. Let's see what we got. I'd love to see Sandy versus Schism on the main roster one day.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool. That's really cool. You know what I like about the whole Schism and Sandy? I mean, just them two in general. They're dark groups, but they're not. How can I put this? They're not Bray Wyatt dark groups. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like you can honestly see this in real life if you really want to. I mean, truthfully, you can see Bray Wyatt stuff in real life. Can you think about like people can you imagine somebody's brain like that? Like obviously you can see that. Like somebody has like guilty conscience. They have their conscience on the side of their shoulder. That's basically you can see that too. Okay, let me stop. Recipe stop. No recipe stop. Oh, they are selling several channels. Hey, I've already said that WWE wants to be sold. By the middle, it'd be the middle of the year. So
the media rights run out in June or July, I believe. So middle of the year. That's why.
Is that SmackDown?
The media rights, I believe.
Rights. Gotcha.
So it's the terms where they can start renegotiating. They can't negotiate new ones while under the contract until they reach a certain period. How
funny is it that when they first got the whole Fox deal, everything, it was like a 3-year contract. Well, yeah, it was a 3-year contract.
I think it expires, if I remember correctly, in early 2024. Yeah. But I think that's the period where they can actually negotiate with other networks and other things. So
how crazy is that? We thought that's gonna be forever. Like, oh my god, Fox is going, dude, it's coming up. The deal was over. Like, wow, that's crazy. see what else we got here.
It's been doing pretty good too.
Huh?
It's been doing pretty good too.
Yeah. Lately, yes.
Do you think so though? Because Fox wanted $3 million.
Well,
I mean, I think they're willing to give WWE a break because obviously, the pandemic right in the middle of that. But
right,
like, it didn't. I don't think it hit Fox's targets week on week.
Yeah. It was kind of a little bit when they got the contract and when they first started. It was like the first. Let's see. They went on Fox. I think it was in October of 2019. And so they had October, November, December, January, February, and then the pandemic happened in March. So they really didn't have a full year to actually like, hey, we're on Fox. You know what I mean?
To be fair, though, how happy was Fox to have WWE because everything else shut down?
Woo! Yeah. Can you imagine if WWE wasn't there, Fox would be screwed. There'll be a lot of lots of reruns on everything.
Yeah. We're so lucky as wrestling fans. I think we take that a bit for granted with Impact, AEW, and WWE. They didn't go away. We could have very easily not had wrestling for a year, and that would have been awful.
That would have been awful. That would have been suck for the wrestlers too.
Instead they make it so you can actually potentially see yourself on TV.
Yeah.
That's a good question. If somebody said if Disney buys WWE, we could actually get a theme park with WWE in it.
I said to someone on Discord Thursday night or something. I would love to walk into a Disney store, and then you've got like some of the title belts and stuff hanging. That would be really cool.
That's cool.
Because you don't have physical WWE shops, do you?
Right.
That would be more realistic than a theme park.
Yeah, that was you and me that talked about that one. See?
Yeah.
I mean,
that would be cool.
Here's the thing. I don't think it'll be a theme park by itself. I think it'll be inside one of the Disney parks. Like it'll have its own land, if that makes sense.
We could probably get a physical Hall of Fame.
Exactly. Which that'd be really good. That'd be awesome. Obviously,
I've always said if they do a physical Hall of Fame, that will be something that's on the bucket list to go to.
Yeah,
they could turn the warehouse into one. I mean, they have all the stuff right there.
Yeah, but I think they want it in Disney stores.
They'd want it in Disneyland, so you had to go to Disneyland and pay a fortune for
it. Right. Like, damn it. Let's see. 7 is extremely approachable. The difference between her and Vince, is my opinion, is that her door was probably always open. That's why I heard. That's why I heard it was always open. Vince tends to shut himself off sometimes. So, and
Vince would come up with his own creative, and that was the way it was.
Mm-hmm.
I think Triple H and Stephanie and Nick Khan are willing to listen to the wrestlers and say, what are you good at? What are you not good at? And let's play to your strengths, rather than put you in a gladiator mask that looks like you've just had a session with Mistress in the back.
Do you guys remember when Nick Khan came on board? Everybody was like, "Who's this guy?"
Dude has literally taken over WWE in 4 years, by the way.
Right. We're like, "Who's this guy?" And now we're like, "Oh, he's not so bad." He's not so bad. He's probably better than the other Khan. Yes, I said it. Let's see.
Just something though on the Disney thing. Did you see the report that Nick Khan met with executives from Disney?
Yeah.
Right? If they've hired a legal firm to deal with that, why is Nick Khan meeting with them?
That's supposed to be a little bit.
Surely it should be the legal firm meeting, not Nick Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I wonder if they were just, friends meeting up for a drink or something. I wonder if it's nothing to do with the sale at all.
Like, hey, I got can I talk to you just buddy, and
Well, Nick's worked in that field for years, so surely he knows people. But if you've hired a group of people to do this for you, why is Nick Khan doing it?
Get some connections to the power.
Or get some connections. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Wyatt family versus these Schism. Wonder how would they do that? That's a good question. I guess we gotta wait to see. Gotta wait and see.
Tazzy, what do you think of Ava Rain in Schism?
I need to see her wrestle. I need to see her wrestle. I mean, her character work as she's doing, like her character as she's talking, she's doing good. I mean, she's slowly doing good, but I didn't see her in the ring because let's just throw this out there. Say if they want to bring out Schism, she haven't been in the ring yet. So it's the best if like within the next month. That's why I think there would be what would have been the awesome, perfect idea to do was have her be in the Rumble. That would have been the perfect idea. She didn't have to do much. She'll be in there and whatever. Not having a solo match to be her first match. They're like, well, this is why you got to level up for, right? That's the other thing too. You might want to have her just randomly have a match there to start off. Otherwise, like I said, she needs a match. Otherwise, they can't do nothing for Schism because she haven't had a match. You have one person there that haven't had a match. Now, do I think she's going to be good? She got a lot of people backing her up to succeed. Granted, she has a lot of pressure, but she already said it in a promo, which is actually really good. But she has to get in the ring some kind of way. So we'll see. We'll see.
Only time.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. They tried to bring up the Go Phantasma with Electra Low players. They had to sit her back down because she wasn't really ready. So I'm just saying it would be nice to actually have a maybe that be the person that actually go for that go against Roxy Perez in the future. Maybe you get that to like attack her and we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. It's one of those big things. I'm like I see her every single time I see her. I'm like, where is she having the match? She needs to have a match. Like, I don't know. Let's see what else. Do we got anything else in the chat? No, I hired the same legal firm that sell in Manchester United.
They did, yeah.
Huh. JP Morgan is the legal law firm. I almost said that wrong. I did say it wrong actually. All right. Yeah, I think we're so. We talked about NXT. We talked about AEW. We talked about that show that's on Monday. Monday Night Raw.
I remember when you said
the one that you do a watch along for every week.
Yeah, that show. Speaking of that, good. That's a good segue. Don't forget, guys. The next time we're here is on Monday Night Raw. The watch along party. That's at 30 p.m. Eastern time. I don't have the card. Hold on. Let me see if there's anything on the card for they announced anything. I think they did. I forgot about it probably. Come on. Monday Night Raw. I don't see. So obviously they got what's next for Judgment Day. Bobby Lashley to deliver a almighty return. What did that mean? I have no idea.
Usos take on Judgment Day for the Raw Tag Team Champions.
Is that? I thought that was. Did they schedule that for this Monday?
I think so.
I don't know.
I would have to confirm. I don't want to say they're having a tag team match and then they don't get to do it this week. Let's wait and see what happens on Monday. How about we do that? Yeah, we'll see what happens. Tuesday, I think I have the exact same thing. I know there. Oh, wait. There is a match. What was that match? Hold on. Give me a second, people. Where is it? Oh, there you go. And of course, I don't see anything on here just yet. Okay. All right. Well. Oh wait. Nope. I don't see anything.
I remember last week, Tazzy's like, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna have much to talk about next week at all. We'll probably be here for only like 45 minutes."
Yeah.
Never say that. Never say
that.
Blame for all this.
Yeah, I'll never say that. I was like sitting here like. It's gonna be good. And this is Tuesday. This is literally Tuesday. This is Tuesday. Right before we got on, it's like, oh, we're not gonna have anything.
We're like, yeah, there's not gonna be any more news, and all of a sudden, just this is again a crazy freaking news week.
Crazy, and the week before that was crazy. So it's like, I'm like, dude.
Like, every time we're like, next week it's gonna be even better.
I'm not saying nothing this week. I'm like gonna sit here and like say absolutely nothing. All right. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to let everybody let them know what's going on their channel and what's going on for the week and all that good stuff. We're going to start with C. Got anything for the next week coming up?
Normal things you might have missed. Any videos, if anything happens. If any other stupid rumors come out, maybe we'll look at them again.
I promise I won't say anything else this week.
I did save the thumbnail of WWE Sold, so I can just reuse the thumbnail. I've been lazy because I might have to post that a couple of times. You never know at this point. So
yeah, right. And you know what's crazy part about that is like when I saw the news, I'm like, oh man, we're going to have to go live. we're going to have to go live.
You know what though? If they haven't sold by April, that's your perfect April Fool's joint there too. See?
Yeah. Yeah. I should do a video. I bought WWE.
Well, when I say people do a trick, someone will fall for that. Surely.
That would not surprise me.
They can prepare themselves for Liv Morgan defeating Roman Reigns.
Oh man. I don't know. Is Shody still in there?
I'm still here.
I do know that Abby is not on Monday. Do you know what a new schedule date is for that?
It's gonna be on Wednesday.
That don't surprise me.
What time?
Same time.
Same time.
I'm so sad. I'm never gonna make it to it anymore. Well, I'll make the first half of it.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 p.m. Eastern time. So no Abby's on Monday. What we might do if I can get the group together, we might start the Monday Night Raw stream earlier. If we could do that, probably we'll see. Well, I'll talk to and somebody find a mystery report for Dan T, by the way. Yeah. So Jesse, you have anything? And then Coaster.
One day, someday, I am going to finish that Bray Wyatt drawing that I started way back when, not long after he returned. And I've recorded every step of the way. And then when that day finally comes, I'm going to actually compile all the little recordings I made together and time-lapse all of them and put them together and make them pretty and put some sort of music that's royalty-free in the background that sounds similar to Bray's or something because no one wants to listen to like do-do-do-do-do the whole time. And then I'm going to put it on YouTube and say, hey, watch me draw Bray. Maybe I'll name it that because it rhymes. Yeah. And then people can be like, wow, Jesse Collins' YouTube channel actually still exists. I forgot about this crap until the notification came through on my phone. Cool, let's go watch how to draw Bray. And it'll be awesome, just like The Miz. Awesome. What phenomenal
terms, prepare for that in 2035.
Something like that, yeah. You might be accurate. No, it'll be sooner. It'll definitely be sooner. It'll be 2034, actually.
on the last day, it'll be the 30.
Yeah.
My God.
New Year's.
December 31st.
Shower say, hello, B-TAZZY. Could you see Andrade at the Royal Rumble? I think he's still, first of all, I think he's still injured. And the other thing is he's still under contract.
Saying that, though, we all didn't know Frankie Kazarian got his release.
Good call. Good call. Very good call.
That's one of the benefits of AEW being a private company is WWE has to publish this information.
Mm-hmm.
AEW doesn't. So Andrade might not be under contract. I'm not saying he is. I have no idea at all. But he might not be, and we just don't know about it. So
yeah, I think that's an awesome thing to turn everything private. You probably could get away with more surprises.
The only problem with that, though, how long would we have gone sat there thinking, no, Bray will come back soon. Bray will come back soon. Bray will come. Where's Bray? What are they doing? Where's Bray?
They would turn off the lights and then it won't be him.
Oh man, I didn't think about that. Like, oh my god, we'll be waiting forever. Maybe it's on a break. Okay, Coaster, what you got?
So for anybody that watches and likes the NFL football, tomorrow I will be streaming the Bills versus Miami game because go Bills.
Yeah.
And then the following week, I'll pretty much be doing if they continue to win all the Bills games until they're either out or it's the Super Bowl. So, yeah.
EJ Movement, welcome to the party, and you're like late to the party, really late to the party now. So yeah, we're you're very late to the party.
Oh man,
you're literally in the, and I agree with Dan on this. Go Bengals! I'm just throwing it out there. You're literally like the club. It closes at
yeah, it's like get out, get out.
You came in at 1:50.
I will say it's about what you just said though. This could be really good if the Bengals and Bills win their games. We could finally get the Bills and Bengals next week, which is going to be, if they are, amazing to see.
I don't need to be having a. Here's something crazy. Before we leave, do you guys realize I haven't had a drink in 2023 yet?
What at all? How are you alive?
I just saw you take a drink. You just drank something a couple minutes ago. What you mean?
I'm talking about adult beverage, silly.
Okay.
Or you've had so much to drink, you think you haven't had a drink.
You just don't remember it.
Good call. Good call. Good call. Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I think because the more I'm stuck at home right now, so because we've been at to try to float somewhere. So we're in the middle of water all over the place, and I don't feel like putting my coat into water. Anyways, don't judge right now. Okay.
Oh, we will. We will.
We will. I'm trying to make sure I clear everything off before we. I'll learn a lesson from the future past.
Just to continue the theme of this stream, that's the first time TAZZY's complained about it being wet.
Oh boy.
I don't like anything dry, so. Fun fact, I actually had a dry before. Worst feeling in the world. I had to I had to get some ice. Hey,
was it dry ice?
No. It was very icy. Very ice. I thought I was gonna get bumped. Anyway,
no. Well, this has gone great now.
Oh my god!
Wow.
So
weekly recap right here, guys.
Real quick. Also, I want you guys to do, if you have not done so already, for the people that's joined us, if you have not gone onto C Wrestling's Discord, please sign up. It's a great time. You might get conversations like this.
Oh yeah,
and you can join this conversation.
Yeah,
that's the fun part.
Can you imagine that?
This stuff happens quite often when it's when we do voice chats.
Mm-hmm. It tends to, like, we'll talk about wrestling. Don't get me wrong, we'll talk about wrestling. But there's something that just pop up. You know how crazy you get a bunch of minds together, something just pop up in their head. You just don't know, especially me.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And one more time, the link to the Discord is right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for you to do. Yeah, so the link will be in the chat. Go ahead and click on that. Also, when we do these things, and probably like way in the future, we will have this where it's be uncensored.
Oh, you mean we haven't been yet?
Oh, we have. But the first
thing that he said was,
I just came back in here and I heard it's not uncensored. I'm like, oh fuck.
That's what I mean. The first thing C said was something that wasn't censored.
Let me repeat that. We're
just gonna make it official.
We're TV14, but not TMMA. We're not there. We're not there yet. Like we can get away from stuff, but we can't get away with everything. That makes sense. So, we got somebody in the chat. See, I saw that coming. Coach, you're in there?
Monkey the Owl. They've been in the chat before, or they've been in the Discord before. Let me just make sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's
I got this.
What are we typing in there? What are we doing?
I'm just asking and making sure if they have anything they want to ask or anything.
Okay. Real quick. Like I said, we're not doing this next week because I actually got to go work next week. We're actually going to pack up for spring training. We don't do enough for SmackDown because due to the fact that I can't get SmackDown live, it wouldn't make no sense to do anything SmackDown. So
you could do a watch along that's not a watch along.
What would that be considered then? A non-watch along?
A talk along?
Yes, a non-watch along. There you go.
Watch
Tazzy.
along.
You can ask live chat what's going on.
you know what's funny?
We can lie to you and then see how far we control you.
You know what's funny? That would be really a fun. It would be a fun like a live stream. It would be awesome.
Bray won the championships, and then you'll be like, "What?
Oh my God! It's the Undertaker!"
Damn. To be honest, don't be shocked if you hear his name for the next couple months. Let's be honest. Anything, Coaster?
I haven't gotten a response now.
Okay. Just go ahead and unmute.
Oh, wait. No, they just said, no, my bad. They just showing thinking it was a voice chat and decided to leave.
All right, that's it. That's the end. So, first of all, I want to thank Jesse. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, the one and only C Wrestling. Thank you, Coaster. And like I said, you never know when we're going to do this again. So make sure you, first of all, drop a like on this. Look, hey guys, I don't know you guys been here before when I do this, but look, I got a thumbs up. Make sure you drop a thumbs up.
Yes, he's got the Facebook thumbs up.
Well, don't judge me. I didn't know it was the right one. Or not. Like, I didn't know. Just click on wherever on that on YouTube where you at, and it looks like a thumbs up. Just click on it. Don't judge me. On the same note, don't forget, guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, click on the subscribe and then click on the bell. That's when you get notified most of the time. I say most of the time. Look at this. Now we're getting people back. Hold on. Okay, I'll check in a second.
I know who it is. They're not going to talk. They don't talk ever.
Okay. I'll make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. For it most of the time you get notifications. So you can attest to that. So yeah, there we go with that.
YouTube are us. That's what it should be called.
Just throwing it out there. Just saying. Okay, like I said, we thank you everybody. We got 30 likes, so that's really good for today. So shout out to guys. If you guys just want, and I'm probably going to retweet this out. If you guys want to just come back and see what our conversation was about, and hopefully you don't have kids around you when you do it.
Yeah, especially when C walks in.
Well, you tell me something's uncensored. I'm not going to censor myself.
I mean, it's
C is not family friendly.
This is uncensored. You're lucky I'm not on camera. I'd have been stood here butt naked the entire stream if it's uncensored.
Whoa.
Wait, that's an option?
Whoa.
Oh my god.
No, Coaster, it's not. No one needs to see you butt naked.
Oh my god. What are we doing? What are we doing? I will not. Oh my god! I don't
That's
know
a
where
different type of stream. Okay, I get it.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm having so much of a good time. I don't want to hit this stream.
Yeah, that stream will be on Taz's OnlyFans tonight.
Tazzy after dark.
By the way, shout outs to Mandy Rose. Shout outs to her because she's actually making a living off of that, all that stuff, which is
She
very
made $1
impressive.
million in a month.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
What?
Who needs WWE when you could do that?
I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong.
Right?
Place
We're
now.
all in the wrong profession.
I'm just saying. Like,
Damn.
let me know. Let me know. I can. Let me get my.
Why the hell I go be a nurse for?
Why I go from being with the Oakland A's? I didn't say that. I'm sorry, guys. I love you guys. Love you guys.
He might be in that profession
Kyle.
soon after this video
Kyle.
goes out.
No, Kyle. I do not. Don't. No, Kyle.
I don't know, Tazzy. After that comment, you might have to make one.
Oh no. Oh
God! Please make one. Promise people peaches and just like cinematic photos of peaches.
Or peach recipe, peach pie.
Oh my god! What are we
Peach
doing?
cobbler.
What are we doing? Peach cobbler. Oh, I'm sorry. I have one announcement. Okay. When we do the Royal Rumble, I am going to replay a. You guys just remind me what that was going to be. Sorry.
With peaches.
Hold on.
party?
Hold on. It might sound awkward though when I say it, but we are going to do a Cook with Tazzy right before we do the watch along on the Insider channel. It'll be Cook with Tazzy. I'll be live with you guys to actually watch it at the same time. It is let me say this fast so it don't sound awkward. It's Cooking with Tazzy, guest host with Mama Tazzy. She actually cooking her peach cobbler. So if you guys missed that episode, that's why.
That's enough. Basically, subscribe to the channel and you get to see Mummy Tazzy's peach cobbler soon.
Oh dear. Oh god. All right. You see what happens when we don't have C on for a while? This is what
Tazzy, I need to double check with you. For that, is your mum gonna be in the live chat?
I don't know. I doubt it though.
Please try and make her because that's
wait. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. So I did the what's that? The 1 year anniversary show. Was that about a year ago? And my parents was on. She literally said, "You have a lot of balls to have your parents on with me on there." I'm like, I didn't think about that, but hey, they heard me say worse. So what could go wrong?
Oh, famous last words.
She'll be thinking that you're talking about actual pies and peach cobblers.
She's probably looked in his chat and thought, "Oh, look, people really like peaches. I'll do my peach cobbler on that stream."
Hey, while we at the subject, so I got something to ask you guys, and this is called awesome in the chat too. So I don't know, you guys know, I was actually had a different kind of channel before this.
I do.
Would you guys be down if you guys want me to actually re-show those streams? Not streams, it would be videos, and we can watch it together. There's one called "Have a Conversation," and guess what the name of the topic? Guess what the name of the topic is?
Peaches.
You're getting close. You're getting close, but it's not censored, so you might as well just say it.
Oh,
Big bums.
So it's called. First of all, I can't believe it's coming from Jesse. By the way,
booty cheeks. Everybody has them. It's a normal thing.
Okay. There's one topic there's actually a bunch of topics there. This one is called relationships. The other one is sex.
What the?
Yep. There is I have a video about sex. I said it.
Do I want to know what is in this video?
I mean, hey, we were just talking
It's a
about
conversation.
peaches and like
This is on YouTube.
yeah, we were.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
See, that was, this is something before I started watching.
Videos, I get demonetized. How have you got a video about sex up?
It probably. I think I've seen that on his channel, and this was when you were like a small.
Yeah, it was very, very small.
Hey,
No, it was a small channel. No, not on this channel. It's on a different one.
The one that you had before you made it into this one?
Correct.
Yeah, but see, you weren't monetized and still aren't monetized, and that's probably how you get away with it. So there you go.
I'm not going to be coming out. I'm not going to come out and say the P word 4 or 5 billion times during the stream. I'm not going to do all that.
We already did that a million times. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it'll be that. It'll be that. It'll be something like that.
Guys, just remember, don't say peach at all.
No, it'll be the other word. But anyway,
You can say Melvin.
Something to think about. Something to think about in the future.
Wow, this show really got.
What time? Wait,
This isn't a wrestling show anymore.
Why do all these people have dirty minds? We're just discussing fruit.
Yeah.
Fruit. There's
Yeah,
nothing
good
wrong
old
with discussing fruit.
watermelons and peaches and oranges and cherries.
I prefer tacos and fish tacos actually. If we free.
It's
Well,
when you get dragon fruit though. Dragon fruit's a stage too far for me.
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah.
Too fiery.
Side note,
Bit
side
spiky.
note. I see dragon fruit at the store. How is that? Anybody ever had it?
It tastes like dragon.
Oh.
Prove me
I love
wrong.
fruity.
Prove me wrong.
All I can think of is the dragon from Shrek. I'm sorry.
What the? See, now I want to try it because now I'm like, oh, what's dragon taste like?
How would you know?
Oh.
By the way, if Sean Rossell can say whatever he wants on his channel, God darn it, I'm just saying. I think
Erasure Mind seems to know what it tastes like. He's had them before many times. I've heard.
Tastes like Shrek.
What
What are we doing?
You have to put a Z at the end of that.
What the heck?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing right now?
Hey, it's a party. What do you expect?
Just
Remember
remind
when
us
you
we were
had-
going to end the stream about half an hour ago, and we just
I was about to
hijacked it.
I was about to say, remember when you had the end screen on the screen there?
I know, right? I literally about to push the outro button, and I didn't do it. Maybe I should have did it.
Maybe.
Okay.
This is the exclusive content you get here.
Exclusive content you get only once in a blue moon here on the channel.
Continued on OnlyFans later on tonight.
Peaches and cream. All right.
Okay.
But by the sounds of it, Jesse's already over there.
Okay.
What? Oh no, it was a bottle crinkling. I needed my water intake after all y'all's craziness.
I'm dead.
I don't know.
What up? Hey, find time to pop in.
Mustafa, welcome to the party. What was he you like?
Run, mate. Run while you got a chance.
Run.
See, this is why a TAZZY party is the best party.
And this is why we need to keep doing these, but unfortunately, you're not going to be around.
Yeah, I'll be back. It's just, I got to go back to work. That happens. I mean,
Look.
Look what?
But
The OnlyFans.
What? No. No, I was just going to say, look, this is why people need to subscribe so that when you do come back and do it again, they'll be here for it and they won't be showing up when you're closing the doors at the end like Mustafa just did. So, yeah.
Nice
gotta subscribe.
segue. Nice.
Just FYI,
And then they gotta turn on the bell.
Shouldn't close the doors at the end. You should gently,
Yeah.
That's a different comment. That's the only fact.
Wait, is it gonna be free or is it gonna be 99 cents? Stay asking in the comments.
I don't know. People seem quite into it. I'd go for about 40 quid at this point.
You're crazy. You're crazy. You guys just take me back to my strip club days.
You won't have to work anymore if you do that now.
You guys take me back from like me DJing at the strip club.
Are you trying to say we're all strippers, Tazzy?
What's that?
Are you trying to say that we're all strippers?
What the heck? The only thing I strip for is a
now you put things in my head. We're not doing that.
Hey,
I don't believe he's called you strippers, but I think the offer's been made that if you want to, there is now a platform available for that we're now going to heavily promote.
And it's going to be for $69.69, like Mustafa said.
There you go.
Oh my God. To be honest with you, I'm having such a good time. I'm actually glad we in the stream when we're supposed to. Give me real with you. Having a good time. But yeah, I know people are getting ready to watch the Saturday night football game. So
they've been watching it for 20 minutes now. What do you mean?
What happened?
It's been on for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
it came on at 5?
8:10, not 5.
It's 5 to me.
I was going to say 5 where Tazzy is.
Shoot,
5:10.
Gosh darn it. Okay, real quick. Monday, we're here back again, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Like I said, this is more likely. Normally when we have shows like this, it normally carry over to Monday. So we'll see what happens. Why I hear myself?
I hear you too.
Don't forget NXT big. You know what? I'll be honest with you guys. Be real with you guys. I really, really want the NXT streams to do better than it is. I'll keep it real with you guys. If you guys like NXT, come on board to the NXT streams. We're here every Tuesday. We have fun. We're better than other streams that's on YouTube that do NXT. Anyway. So, because we're not going to stop streaming. And I promise you, I have been drinking. We're not going to stop streaming NXT if say, I don't know, if somebody that somebody don't like shows up there. We'll continue on because we are NXT. Just to throw it out there. Anyway, okay. On that note, thank you guys for coming on. Really appreciate you guys. Actually, we are actually about to get a sponsorship, but it's not through YouTube. It's actually
OnlyFans.
No. Stop it. No. By the way, that's
Adam and Eve.
No. Can we say that on here? Can we say that?
Fancy.
Stop saying balls in the chat. What's wrong with you guys?
It's Brazzers.
Let's just put it like this. The TAZZY, the party merch is coming out really soon. Probably come out in the summer. So just throw that out there. Okay, we're done. Let's get out of here.
That's what you think.
Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you to the people. Thank you, Jesse, Jody. See, I almost rhymed. Jesse, Jody, Jeeber, Jibber, Hybrid, Smith. Okay, let me stop.
Wow.
Damn.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, C. And thank you, Coaster. Good night, everybody. We'll see you guys later. Good night.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay.